Hello everybody, welcome to our second tutorial video for this web development bootcamp. And in this video, we are going to be looking at sorry, we are going to be looking at the basic structure of an HTML document. Yeah, the basic structure of an HTML document. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. I'm in Visual Studio Code and I'm going to create a new file. This one was explained in a previous video, so I'm not going to be touching on that one. All right, creating a new file, select HTML, and then, as I said, Visual Studio Code is a very convenient code editor. It actually has a lot of inbuilt functions, and notable among them is what I'm about to teach you. This actually gives the skeleton of an HTML document, every HTML document. And how do we do it? How do we do this? By simply typing HTML5, HTML colon, and then 5 in Visual Studio Code and simply pressing enter. And this pops up, this shows up. So this is actually the basic structure, or should I say the skeleton of every HTML document. But since we are now starting, I'm going to be deleting certain things for now, and I'll check them in as we progress. So first I'm going to be deleting this metadata over here and leave the title. I'm also going to be deleting the language over here. We will talk more about them later as we progress, so don't worry at all. Now we have this left. Let me explain each of them line by line. Let's take the first line, which is the doc type tag. And this tag is actually the first tag of every HTML element, and it's very unique. It's, as far as I know, the only tag with an exclamation point beginning it. Sorry, yeah, and it's one typical example of a self-closing tag. It doesn't have a closing tag. Yeah, it doesn't have a closing tag. It is just this, and that's it. And I want you to take note of this, that there is no space between the left angle bracket and the exclamation mark here. Likewise, there is no space between the exclamation mark and the doc type. Everything is written together. However, the only place you put a space is between the doc type and the HTML over here. That's where we put the space. And for this side, there can be as many spaces as you would like. And this does not affect our document. But for the sake of aesthetics, we just put a single space there to make our work more beautiful. So just a single space over here. And now let's move to the second line. And sorry, one thing I had to say about the doc type is that when this thing isn't there, our code isn't affected. It doesn't really affect our code when it's not there. But for the sake of professionalism, please let's put it there. All right, let's move to the next element, which is HTML element. And this is the opening tag of this element, and this is the closing tag. So as you can see, the HTML element has two main elements inside it, the head element and the body element. So let's touch on each of them. Now let's take the head element. So this head element over here, should I say, is the engine room of our web page. It actually contains stuff that are not viewed as part of the interactive part of the web page. For example, the metadata, which I deleted, and then the title over here. Let's look at this title. The title over here is actually the name of the web page that is going to be displayed in the web pages tab when viewed in the browser. So you see we have title to be document here. It means when we view this our web page in our browser, the name that is going to be displayed in the tab is documents. So let's change this thing to Raytech. The document over here, let's change it to Raytech. Raytech, or let's make it my first web page. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. My first web page. Yeah, my first web page. We'll be viewing this in our browser shortly, so keep cool heads. All right, sorry for that. Cool heads. Okay, now let's move to the body element. The body element right here. This is the place where we put our real web page, the interactive part of our web page. Everything about that goes into the body elements. We put our headers, our footers, our sections, our divs and spans, our paragraphs, a whole lot. We'll be talking about each of these tags real soon. So just understand that body elements actually houses the interactive part of our web page. So let's just put anything there. Okay, let's put hello world, the beginner's phrase. So let's put hello world over here. Sorry, hello world and some exclamation marks. So let's save this document and view it in our browser. Pressing Control plus S over here. Where should I even save this? Where should I even save this? Okay, let me save this on my desktop. My first web page. All right. So to view this in our browser, we simply right click on the tab over here, copy path, pin our browser, in this case Chrome, sorry, Opera, and then we paste it over here. I hope yours is working as well. Please make sure you are doing what I'm doing as I move, and then make sure you are getting every bit of it. So see the tab here, my first web page. That was what we specified as the title of our page, and that's what is displayed in the tab of the web page. Again, in our body, we wrote hello world, and you see hello world being displayed here. So yeah, I think we are good to go now. This is the basic structure of an HTML document: the doc type, the HTML elements, the head, and the body skeleton of every web page. Thank you very much for your time. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, and then turn on the notifications so that when any video is uploaded, you will not be left out. Thank you very much once more. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.